Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to Officers Adda 247. I hope that the level of preparation is going on bits and pieces. The increase is being seen and your preparation is moving or creeping towards the perfection level, because that is the only agenda of all of us. Okay, we want to prepare at such a level that all the questions which are there in the actual exam will be able to solve. Fine. So RAFTAAR series, today is the class 24th of IE IFS, and when we talk about IE IFS, it being the first subject, you must be very serious for its preparation from today itself. Fine. Only 20 days are left now. You must revise whatever you have studied plus solve n number of MCQs. From wherever you find the MCQs, just try to solve them, but make one thing very clear in your mind, that the level of questions must match the IIBF examinations. Fine. IIBF examinations, you must have the PYQs, you must solve the PYQs and then judge for yourself that from where the actual questions will be formed. Okay, so let's start the session. We have the first question in front of us. The Panchamrit commitments, very important. When we talk about the SDGs, the chapter on SDG, climate action, SDG 13 specifically, we are talking about. Okay. So what are the India's commitments? You have to answer about the commitments made by India. Quickly tell me. Very easy question. Multiple times it has been discussed, and now I believe that most of you will be able to answer this. India has made 5 Panchamrit commitments to combat the climate change. Which of the following is not one of them? So if you remember, the 2030 is the expiry date, or you can say expiry year of SDGs. Fine. And mostly the NDCs, the nationally determined contribution, their target year is also 2030. But why this question is important? Because certain targets are there in every NDCs of every country where the target year is not 2030, it is something else. Okay, so tell me what will be the right answer. Prasanna H, hello, hi. Yes, option A will be the right answer. Good, nice. You just came and yes, participated with the correct answer. That's good to know. Option A is the right answer. So what will be the correct year? The target year for net zero emissions is what? It is 2070. Mark this, very important. The year by which India is targeting that our greenhouse gas emissions will be zero. It is what? 2070. Okay, next question. MDGs expired in which year? Right now we are having what? SDGs, na? Sustainable Development Goals. So they are from what? 2016 till 2030. What about MDGs, the Millennium Development Goals, who were there prior to SDGs? So expired in which year? They expired in 2015, 17, 19 or 23. Today in this class we will be picking up all those topics which are normally ignored by the aspirants, so that if you are attending the session, if you are solving the questions here, then chances are high that those topics which are being ignored by many, you are not ignoring them. Okay, so MDGs expired in which year? 2015. Yes, correct answer will be option A. Next, India's disaster preparedness score. What is the India's disaster preparedness score when we talk about the DRI, the Disaster Resilience Index? Net zero emission by 2070. Good, Prasanna. Good. Not D. The last question you are telling, na, it is 2015 MDGs. Okay, DRI, disaster preparedness score as per the Disaster Resilience Index in terms of SDG 13 in India stands at what? What is the index when we talk about India? Fine. What is the score in the particular DRI? That is the index. You have to tell me the score. Okay, what is the score of India? Whether it is 11.56, 19.20, 21.20 or 17.56. Very easy, very easy. You have to remember that the disaster preparedness score of our country stands at 19.20. Okay, 19.20. Option B will be the right answer here. Okay, next question. Dash are the bonds issued by sovereign entity, intergovernmental groups or alliances and corporates with the aim that the proceeds of the bonds are utilized for the projects classified as environmentally sustainable. Environmentally sustainable projects. Which of the following is the right answer? Whether it is zero coupon bonds, perpetual bonds, inflation linked bonds, or green bonds, right? Green bonds. So correct answer will be definitely green bonds for environmentally sustainable projects. And when we talk about the important topic from which this question is being asked, it is green financing. Normally, IIBF is not asking from this particular topic. I don't know why, but it is a very, very important topic pertaining to the role of banks in your environmentally sustainable projects. Okay, option D is particularly the right answer. Fine. What about this? Very, very relevant, very, very important data point is being asked, the below poverty line data for your rural areas. And below poverty line data given by whom? By the Planning Commission estimates 2011 and 12. 2011-12 Planning Commission of India gave one estimate before Niti Aayog, obviously. So it was what? For your rural areas as well as urban areas. Tell me both. Okay, try and tell me both. Rural areas, so it's being asked in the question. What about the urban areas? These two data points are very, very important. Rural as well as urban, both are important. For rural areas, it will be what? 25.7%, right? 25.7%, that is option C. What about urban areas? Urban areas, it is what? 13.7%. The population residing below poverty line. Okay, so if you have already you can say, if you have already studied all these data points, then this particular session will serve as the revision session. Otherwise, do try and grab all these data points and take them down in your notes, include them in your notes, because they are the most important data points of each chapter which we are discussing. Okay. Next, PLFS data from 2017 to 2023 also suggests that worker population ratio WPR has increased by almost dash during this particular period. During the time period of 2017 to 2023, what is the percentage increase in the worker population ratio WPR? The percentage you have to tell. Good Prasanna. 13.7. Nice. I want everybody to answer. Everyone who is watching the session, everybody must answer. In percent form, it will be 26, 16, 19 or 41. The correct answer is your 26%. That is option A. Good. Next, according to the World Bank, if a person is living on dash or less, then he or she is living in extreme poverty. Now in the book, some other estimate is given, some other number is given, but in actual, what we have to tick in the exam, it is some other number. The latest one, latest means prior to December 2024. In the book, it is for 2021-22, but we have to update ourselves, our material up to December 2024. Okay. If only you are watching, then also it's fine. One participant is more than enough for us, fine. So what will be the right answer? 2.9 per day, 1.9 per day, 2.15 per day, or $1 per day? What will be the right answer? Quickly tell me. It is $2.15 per day. Okay, option C will be the right answer. C is the right answer. And in the book, the previous, you can say, number is provided, that is 1.90. So it is not the correct answer. Correct answer will be option C. Fine, option C is the right answer. Okay. As per the World Inequality Report 2022, top 10% of the Indians earn dash of the national income. So you have to answer about the top 10% of what? Top 10% of our population according to the national income. So national income, important concept, but this particular question is not from the national income topic. Okay, national income topic is in module B. This question pertains to module A. What will be the right answer? top 10% hold how much national income? They hold 57%. Okay, 57%. Option D will be the right answer. Then an intergovernmental organization comprising 13 oil exporting developing countries that coordinates and unifies their petroleum policy, founded in Baghdad, Iraq. Okay, Baghdad, Iraq. Its members include Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. Headquarter of this regional economic institution is situated in Dash. Where is the headquarter? The headquarter of which organization? What is the organization name? If you can tell me. Organization name as well as the headquarter. Which organization are we talking about here? We are talking about which organization? Yes. Option D is the right answer. Good, Prasanna. Option D is the right answer. But which organization we are talking about here? Oil and Petroleum, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, that is OPEC. Good. Fine. D is the right answer. The WTO's top decision-making body, Ministerial Conference of Trade or Commerce Ministers, meets roughly every dash. So they meet after every 1 year, 2 years, 3 years or 5 years. What will be the right answer here? The last, you can say, WTO Ministerial Conference was held in 2024. Prior to that, it was held in 2022. And now the next scheduled one is in 2026. So you can see the gap of how many years? It is 2 years. 2 years. Option B will be the right answer. Yes, petroleum exporting countries. Good. Nice. So Prasanna, have you covered the entire syllabus? If you would like to share, have you covered the entire syllabus of IE IFS? Okay, option B is the right answer here. Which of the following is not a member nation of the BIMSTEC? That is Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC. Which of the following is not a member? Okay, you have to select the particular country which is not a member. Myanmar is a member, yes. Sri Lanka is also a member. What about Thailand and Laos? What do you think? Thailand and Laos. So Laos is not a member, Thailand is a member of BIMSTEC. So option D will be the right answer. Next, SDR, very important question when we talk about the topic of IMF, International Monetary Fund, a very important topic. Okay, mark this, very important, the special drawing rights. You have to select the correct statement. Okay, so correct statement, whether first statement is right or not. The SDR was created as a supplementary international reserve asset. Yes, reserve asset. SDR serves what? It serves as a reserve asset only, and it is recognized internationally. So first statement is right. SDR serves as a unit of account of the IMF and other international organizations. Yes, unit of account, it is correct. Collapse of Bretton Woods system in 1973 increased the reliance on SDR. Yes, it has increased the reliance on SDR. But read the entire statement. Retaining gold as one of its component. So gold was earlier, prior to 1973, but after that, right now, do you think that gold is one of the parameters through which the SDR's value is being arranged or valued? So answer is no. Okay, we are having what? Basket of currencies. So third statement is wrong. The SDR is neither a currency nor a claim on the IMF. Definitely, this is the first line of SDR's description. It is neither a currency nor a claim on IMF. So 1, 2 and 4 will be the right answer, option C. Okay, option C is the right answer. Fine. What about this question regarding MIGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, MIGA. MIGA is what? It provides certain assistance to the developing nations. Fine. What kind of assistance? Assistance pertaining to the investments. Fine. How they can attract the foreign investors and provide the required capital for their country to become a developed nation. Second major thing which MIGA provides is to the investors who are investing in the developing countries, that we are here, we are providing you with some guarantee. You need not to hesitate while investing in those countries. Fine. So they are providing certain guarantee. That is why investment and guarantee agency. So the first statement says that encouraging the foreign direct investment into developing countries. Yes, that is one of the aim objective of your MIGA. Protecting the investors against non-commercial and political risk. Yes, it is providing certain guarantee of various forms to your you can say investors. Advising governments on how to attract investment, how they should attract investment. Yes, it provides that assistance also. But what about the fourth statement, which says sanctioning long-term infrastructural loans? In the World Bank Group, there are only two organizations which are providing infrastructural loans. Fine, only two, and out of them one is providing long-term. Infra loans are being provided by IBRD, along with that IDA. Fine, these two are providing the infrastructural loans to the member countries, and IDA provides for the long-term infrastructural loans. So fourth will be the wrong statement. Correct answer will be option A, 1, 2 and 3. Fine. Now let's move on to the World Bank Group. Which among the following statements are correct with respect to the membership of World Bank Group? You have to select the correct statement regarding the membership of World Bank Group. So this particular group is owned by its member countries who contribute to its basic share capital. Yes, contribution is there by the member countries. That is absolutely correct. They have voting rights. Definitely they will be having some voting rights proportionate to their shareholdings, whatever shares they hold in various organizations of World Bank Group. Membership confers basic voting rights that are common for all the nations. We are talking about the basic voting rights, not the special voting rights. Fine, keep in mind this basic, not special. So yes, membership confers basic voting rights. It is present for all the member nations, and it is common for all the nations who are members of your World Bank Group. And to become the member of World Bank Group, what is the first condition? If anybody can tell me, what is the first condition? It is that you must be a member of IMF. So here the correct answer will be all of the above, because all the three statements are correct. Next, the organization that makes low interest loans to member nations and grants to the poorest countries by raising funds from the international credit market. So such type of questions you must look for what? The keywords. Like here it is written, it is the largest development bank in the world. If you know which is the largest development bank of the world, you can directly mark the option. Fine, you need not to read all the statements, all the passage. Okay, it is the largest development bank in the world, offers financial solutions and policy assistance. Only the sovereign governments and projects supported by them are funded directly by this particular organization. Which of the following financial entity is described above? So which is the financial entity we are talking about? We are talking about the World Bank, because it is what? It is the largest development bank of the world. Okay, option B will be the right answer here. ICSID is for what? Under the World Bank Group, ICSID is for the dispute settlement. Fine, it is known as the arbitrator. MIGA, we have just seen that for the investment as well as guarantee for the investors. Okay, which among the following are the functions of IFC, International Finance Corporation? Again, one of the organization under your World Bank Group. Quickly tell me the right answer. What will be the right answer here? So first statement says encouraging the private sector investment in the developing nations or emerging markets. Yes, it is specifically for your private sector investment. If you know the keyword in IFC, it is for what? Private sector investment, and that too in developing nations or the emerging markets. So first statement is right. financing investments using its own funds, which it raises from what? International financial markets. That's why it is known as International Finance Corporation. Fine. It raises funds from the international markets and provides funds to the other international markets. Mobilizing the private capital to create a world free of poverty on a livable planet. So this particular statement, that is statement 3, is valid for all the organizations under your World Bank group, because ultimately the aim of your World Bank group is what? To eradicate poverty from our planet. Okay, so the correct answer will be option D. D will be the right answer. That is all of the above, 1, 2, 3. India is not a member party with which of the following World Bank group institutions? MEGA, whether it is a party or not. IDA, International Development Association, the long-term loans, infrastructure loans are provided by this organization only. Then International Bank of Reconstruction and Development, IBRD, or none of the above. Which is the right answer here? Which is the right answer? Quickly tell me. MEGA, IDA, IBRD. India is a member party in all the 3. Along with that, IFC also. This one, IFC. India is a member party here also. So what's left? That is ICSID. Okay, ICSID is left and India is not a member of the arbitrator. Option D will be the right answer here. International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes. India is not a member party. You must remember this one. Okay, SCOMED policy forms an integral part of the Foreign Trade Policy 2023. What does O stands for? What do you mean by O when I talk about the SCOMED policy under the Foreign Trade Policy of 2023? Quickly tell me. If you know the full form, then it's a very simple question, right? Very, very easy question also. Answer will be what? SCOMED policy, organization, outward remittance, ombudsman, or organisms? Correct answer is indeed the organisms. Good, Kiran Kumar, nice. Option D is the right answer. S stands for special, C stands for chemicals, O for organisms, M for materials, E is for the equipment, and T is for the technologies in the SCOMED policy. And this policy is discussed under which foreign trade policy? Foreign trade policy of 2023. Okay, under this foreign trade policy of 2023, the government aims to increase India's overall exports to dash. What is the target of our government? That we will increase our overall exports to this number. They will increase it by which year? 2035 or 2030? So 2030 is the target year, that I can tell you. But the number you have to tell me. 2 trillion or 1 trillion? What is the target number? Target year is 2030. But what about target number? The value. Whether it is US dollar 2 trillion or US dollar 1 trillion. It is US dollar 2 trillion, USD 2 trillion by 2030. Okay. What about the FTP 2015-20? Fine. Because it is mentioned in the book, na? FTP 2015-20 is mentioned in the book. Fine. The book covers this. Not this one, because the updation is not there in the Macmillan publication book. So what about this one? FTP 2015-20. What is the number when we talk about India's overall export target? It is USD dash billion. Okay, I can tell you that it is in billion, but what billion? It is what? When we talk about the FTP 2015-20. 2023 sorted 2 trillion USD by 2030. But what about this FTP 2015-20? It will be 900 billion. Okay, remember this one also. 900 billion for FTP 2015-20, 2 trillion for your FTP 2023. Fine. FDI under the automatic route. Which of the following statements are correct? Again, you have to tell me the correct answer. Correct answer. report to the foreign exchange department and regional office concerned of the RBI. So when we talk about the automatic route, one reporting mechanism has been mentioned, two-step reporting mechanism has been mentioned by the government. In the automatic route, direct intervention of RBI or government is not required, but reporting is to be done to RBI's regional office. If the plant and machinery is being installed by the foreign direct investor in, let's suppose, your any state you can call, let's suppose it is in Maharashtra, fine, Maharashtra, let's take the example of Maharashtra, then RBI's regional office, that is Mumbai office, will be you can say summoned, or you can say the information will be shared with the Mumbai's office by the investor. Particularly which department? Foreign exchange department, fine, forex department of your Mumbai office will be you can say given the information regarding the setup which is being made by the foreign investor and the Indian investor, find the Indian citizen with which the tie-up is happening. Issuing the shares to Government of India? No. No shares will be issued to the Government of India. This is a wrong statement, because government is not involved at all. RBI is only involved for what? For mentioning, for reporting that yes, we are providing a setup to the foreign investor in your you can say in this state, and the regional office has been intimidated. Then take the permission of the CCA, Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. So this is also a wrong statement, because this is done under what? Government route, not under your automatic route. So only statement 1 is the right answer. Option A ultimately becomes our correct answer. Fine. So this was it for this particular session. I hope that something new you have seen, and most probably all those things which are new to you, you must add them in your notes, fine, because ultimately if you are not making notes, you are not revising enough, then chances will be very minimum that you will remember all these data points, fine. Data heavy subject if you call, then yes, IFS is one of the very data heavy subject, data driven subject you can say, especially module A. So how you will remember all these data points? While revising, by making notes out of the most important data points, and keep on revising so that you can retain it in the actual exam. Okay, so any doubt you can just ask me, and there is a piece of information for all of you. Last Sunday, if you remember, I hope that most of you have attended the last Sunday's marathon on this particular channel, that is English medium, JAIIB, CIB. Now tomorrow, that is 13th April, we are coming up with another mini marathon series. Last Sunday we have covered what? Module A. Now we will be covering module B, and module B for all the subjects, be it your IIFS, RBWM, AFM or PPB. Okay, all the 4 subjects, module B will be covered in one shot. Okay, so that is very important for you. The speed, the accuracy, the level of question, all these things will be tested in these marathon series. Do show your participation as much as possible. Do reply all the questions you must attempt in the class, in the marathon class, plus afterwards also, fine. It's not that you have attended all the questions in the marathon series while sitting in the class live, and after that you are not even thinking of the questions which are going wrong. Okay, the wrong question also you must include in your notes. If the question is correct and you do not know the concept, then also you must add it in your notes. Okay, timing will be what? 7 a.m. in the morning will be IIFS class, then 9 a.m. will be your RBWM, AFM will be held at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. you will be having the PPB marathon series. So do save the timings: 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m. and do try to solve n number of MCQs via these mini marathons. Do attend all the 4, fine. That is a personal suggestion to all of you, because ultimately your resilience will count. Okay, you must have a sitting of at least 2 to 3 hours straight. Here we are giving you some breather in between, but the expectation from all of you is that you must be very alert while solving the MCQs. Okay, so this is a free series. Anybody can join on the YouTube, but if you want some other course which is solely based on the concentrated effort as in the class, then crash course is the most suited course right now for you, because it is already running, okay, from 1st of April, and we have covered some of the modules as well. So you will get a mixture of recorded videos as well as the live sessions. So you can speed up your preparation, you can level up your preparation via enrolling in the crash course, because you will be getting all the things, be it your MCQs, be it the live classes, recorded classes, ebooks, personal guidance from all the mentors. What else do you need? Fine. So that is it from my side. If you have any query, you can just ask me. Even if you are watching the recorded format, I'll highly suggest you do let me know in the comment section that what all queries are there in your mind. I'll personally address each and every query. Okay, so this was it from my side. We'll meet tomorrow in the morning 7 a.m. with the IE IFS series for module B. So do save the timings for all the mini marathons, which will be starting from 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, so thank you everyone for being patient listeners. We'll meet in the next session.